Self-diagnostics complete. It's not the best. Hostile actions towards Spacer's choice in compliance with Spacer's choice policy. Affirmative. Mechanic.
Go away, Phantom! No, just leave me alone! Get away! Go away, Phantom! No, just leave me alone! You're not real! You're not real! No, just leave me alone!
Where are we headed?
No, just leave me alone! You're not real! You're not real! Go away, Phantom! You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Okay, keep him quiet.
No! Wow, not even a scratch.
Searching for
Incoming!
an author.
That's the last of them. Where'd it go?
Unexpected performing and air.
That's the last. When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Bring us honor, soldier. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any. Yeah. Go ahead and ignore the lady. you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you, do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order. Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her. Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days. You know where to find me. What's up? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean... What?
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
The matter's been... Fact is, I can't go anywhere. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out. Can't imagine where she's gone. Could do without the gallop. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got... Little ways ago, she was always upset. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. She was lazy and thoughtless. What is it? I'm not in a... I'm still...
So, what's the plan? Hey, take your time. Where are we headed? Hey, take your time. Where are we headed? Hey, take your time. Ready when you are. So what's the plan? Ready when you are. Where are we headed? Okay, take your time. Where are we headed? So, what's the plan? Hey, take your time.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty. Clever.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at... no. I may have bartered them a few boxes. I don't know. The vital process. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with... I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped. I've got...
I'm not in a light. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know. You pretty much did my job. Let me know if I can do something for you. The matters, Zoe came back. I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs. Sure. Look at that.
This is a fine day, friend. Power. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect... Go ahead. It is my job to keep two up. I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from... Times change, people change, but the veil... I wish you wouldn't... Yes, when I stand at my window and look out over my town, we are all part of the Spacer's choice. This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and... I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. Scripture tells us we all have our purpose in the world. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. I appreciate... Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship... I am not perfect. I have... Her son got sick with plague a couple years back, so I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child... I have been holding this town together. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. I don't believe you. You are disparaging our parent. We are a Spacer's Choice soul too. I don't understand. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent. You will excuse me for being skeptical. And when you say... What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling space... You're right. I am being obstinate. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, my life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice. No such thing as an honorable resignation. I have always tried to do right by my town.
Look at that. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed... Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to him. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with... This don't put us... I might turn that old cannery into a garden. I need some time to gather my personals.
Any luck finding one of those? No kidding. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little long, 2 whole data pads? Be still, my... Well, don't keep... The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! That's a complete set. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear.
I'm glad we could help, Tom.
I've been saving something for you. Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? Something must have changed in Edgewater.
Is this your ship? Oh, my star. Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but... Oh, it's kind of you to say that. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But... can I come with you? And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back... Yes! I mean, Captain, I can call you...
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and close the room.
Captain, what can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how... Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering. Our engine room is located behind you. What can I do for you? All systems are operating. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into... We have received a communication request from...
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting... How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any... What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supply. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colony, you need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me. Help us. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the ground break. Excellent. I'll send her up. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. I call it the holographic Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way. And remember, don't trust the board. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them...
Transmission ended. If you...